Hello, this is Group 10 presentation. Our presentation topic is how Tencent implements CSR in China. The group members is Li Zhaolin, Tang Zhenli, Wang Yiran, and Xing Songsong. So in the first, we have the contents. In this report, we have 7 parts in total. The part 1 is introduction. In the mid to late 1990s, the word quality emerged with a classical view of the most important advocates are economists, Nobel Prize, corporate social responsibility movement, and growing in the context of economic globalization, corporate social responsibility have become an international trend sought after by corporate and large enterprises have risen to become an important part of the core competitiveness of some of the world's leading corporate and have become an important sample of the new round of the international competition after the price competition and quality competition of large companies. In today's world, customers, employees, and other stakeholders judge a company by how it actively impacts the community economy, environment, and society at large. In other words, by whether it cares about the greater good and not only greater profit. Corporate social responsibility practices are a way to demonstrate the business stance on the matter. So, in this report, we choose a Chinese technology company, Tencent, to detailing identify how Tencent is a Chinese multinational technology and entertainment conglomerate and holding company headquartered in Shenzhen. It is one of the highest grossing multimedia companies in the world based on revenue. It is also the largest company in the video game industry in the world based on its investments, with Tencent Games beginning the subdivision of Tencent Interactive Entertainment Group, focused on publishing games. Founded in 1998, its subsidiaries global market various internet-related services and products, including entertainment, AI, and other technology. Tencent is the world's largest video game vendor as well as one of the most financial valuable companies. It is among the largest social media, venture capital, and investment corporations. The company surpassed a market value of US $500 billion in 2018, becoming the first Asian technology company to cross this valuation mark. It has since then emerged as the most valuable publicly traded company in China and among the world's top technology companies by market value.
The third part is about core values and business principles practiced by Tencent. The core values is user-based and technology for good. Tencent integrates social responsibility into its products and services, promotes technological innovation and cultural heritage, helps upgrade various industries, and promotes the sustainable development of society. The enterprise culture is include integrity, progressiveness, collaboration, and creation. The business principles practiced is that Tencent has always adhered to its vision and mission of user-oriented technology for good as the strategic core and spiritual core of its social value model, with serving the needs of users, helping the real economy, and creating social value as the directional guide. We will further implement the strategy of the sustainable social value innovation. The practice of corporate social responsibility is an important element of Tencent's overall development strategy and has continued to evolve since its establishment. The next part is about history of Tencent's involvement in CSR. The year 2022 marks the 24th year of Tencent's existence, thanks to the development of society and the opportunities of the times. Tencent has grown into an internet technology company serving more than 1 billion users. In the process of its development, Tencent is struggling to fulfill its social responsibility by relying on its technology and digital capabilities to help society develop and create social value, so that it can better give back to society what it has taken from it. In 2022, Tencent, which had a startup team of only 100 people at that time, donated a dozen computers to a Montessori elementary school in Qingyuan, Guangdong, officially launching Tencent's dominance in the field of the public welfare. In 2010, Tencent set up a dedicated corporate social responsibility department, responsible for forming and implementing corporate social responsibility strategy at the group level. Since 2015, Tencent's public welfare platform has supported the launch of China's largest private public welfare festival every year, raising funds for tens of thousands of public welfare projects. In September 2021, Tencent, together with the China Environmental Protection Foundation and the Electrical Protection Foundation, launched the Connect with Nature through the Power of Technology public welfare.
This part is mainly talking about non-CSR activities implemented by Tencent, including low carbon, disability care, smart communities construction, employment, scientific research, agriculture support, sustainable development, and the ecosystem product. In 2021, Tencent contributed a lot on promoting green travel by e-ticket and the e-voice, and something like that. When they visit somewhere or eat somewhere, they just need to show the e-ticket in their phones, so that it is significantly decrease the amount of the paper use. In July 2021, a game produced by Tencent, which is Tiantian Chess, launched a new skin for visually impaired players, which is a color-enhanced mode that helps color-impaired players clearly distinguish between red and black. Tencent is actively involved in the construction of smart communities. As of November 2021, Tencent Cloud Future Community has landed in more than 50 cities, and the number of online communities has exceeded 17,000. The WeChat has generated 36.84 million jobs in 2020, an increase of 24.4% year-on-year. In 2021, the daily activity of WeChat applets exceeded 450 million, with the average daily usage increasing by 32% compared to 2020, while the number of active applets increased by 41%. The number of applet developers exceeded 3 million, and they also received stable income. Tencent also contributed a lot on exploring the development of basic scientific research. From 2008 to 2021, Tencent has supported 115 outstanding young scientists. In 2021, Tencent launched the 99 Public Welfare Day campaign. The Tencent Charity Foundation has invested 5 billion yuan to support the 99 Public Welfare Day and the subsequent incentive grants, digital construction, and public welfare, and frontline public welfare support in order to contribute to the sustainable and health development of public welfare in China, and to provide a strong technical platform and a digital capacity service for the third distribution. The Tencent Foundation has been making donations to impoverished rural areas for more than 10 years. At the same time, it has relied on digital technologies and network platforms such as mobile payment, Tencent Public Welfare, and Tencent for Village to help reduce poverty in rural areas and in various aspects, including industry, consumption, education, and governance. Tencent is working hard to promote the sustainability for philanthropic development. With technology as its mission, sustainable social value innovation as its thought outline, the digital technology as its backbone. Tencent is also contributing to biological habitat and ecological conservation. In 2021, the sport project at Shenzhen Futian Montgomery's Ecological Park was selected as a typical case of intelligent water by the Ministry of Housing and Construction. To whom should a company be accountable? The answer to this question can be broadly categorized into two models, the owner model and the stakeholder model. The owner model suggests that the enterprise should be accountable to its owners and only to them, creating wealth for them. The model seems reasonable from the perspective of the enterprise, but from the perspective of the society as a whole, it reveals problems. Firstly, enterprise has a place in the society not only because of the benefits it brings to the owners, but also because its existence is beneficial to society. And if only the interests of the owners are taken into account without considering the interests of the society, such an enterprise will sooner or later be abandoned by society. Secondly, enterprises do not exist in isolation, but have a variety of links with the outside world. Ignoring such links, enterprises will not be able to survive, not to mention the development of enterprise. Stakeholders are in the individuals of groups who have a stake in the enterprise. On the one hand, the development of the enterprise depends on the strength of these stakeholders. And on the other hand, the latter have to see their own interests through the enterprise, because the enterprise has such a close relationship with its customers, suppliers, competitors, governments, community, and employees. The enterprise should not only be responsible to its owners, but also to its stakeholders. Otherwise, the interests of the enterprise and its owners will be harmed, while the interests of the stakeholders are harmed. Performance can be effectively enhanced when the companies approach strategy planning from a stakeholder perspective. And companies need to link their CSR programs to stakeholders' preference and take cooperation social actions that are relevant to the company's strategy. When companies pursue CSR initiatives that are relevant to the stakeholders' preference and allocate resources to these initiatives in a strategic manner, the positive effects of their CSR initiatives on corporate performance are enhanced. In its social responsibility report, Tencent said that starting in 2021, it will undertake a strategy and upgrade to promote sustainable social value innovation involved with the times and connect users and industries in all aspects of the society.
Okay, let's review introduce the extent to which CSR program contributes to sustainable for development as well as the environment. Tencent has made a lot of achievement in sustainable development. For example, the Tencent Cloud Computing Data Center in Chongqing has achieved 100% renewable energy supply, which can reduce carbon dioxide by 34,300 tons and sulfur dioxide by 6.81 tons per year. In the Tencent 2021 Corporate Responsibility Report, we can find that, for the environment, Tencent's total GHG emission in 2021 are 5.111 million tons, with Scope 3 emissions being the largest at 2.743 million tons. Tencent's total GHG emission per revenue unit are 9.12 tons per million yuan. The average PUE of Tencent Data Center in 2021 is 1.32. The same as in 2020, in the report, Tencent mentioned that it has been actively participating in the market-based trading of green electricity since 2021 and has further designed an overall green electricity trading system after achieving center results and laying the foundation of green electricity performance in 2022. Okay, so next I will conclude our presentation. Well, what we can find that Tencent has been actively fulfilling in corporate responsibility and use its power to benefit or accept of society, not only for people but also for the animals and the nature environment. So I think this is the kind of corporate ethic and responsibility that a good business needs to have. Tencent has taken up in social responsibility, and it is a good example of corporate development. So that's all for our presentation. So thank you for listening and watching.